Hello wet shavers! Welcome to the Soap Thing Project. If you've been here before, welcome back. And for today's shave, it is December 25th at the time this video is being released. So we are going to do a Christmas shave. We're going to talk about it and then we're going to do it. So the soap and the aftershave is going to be from Don Youngner's Wet the Face, Christmas time. And this is a non-tallow based soap. Coconut oil, lanolin, glycerin, and shea butter are some of the ingredients in this. And the smell on this is really, really good. It's pine needles, fir needles, cedar bark, birch, and eucalyptus. So it's got a Christmas tree sort of smell. Sharp, slightly effervescent, believe it or not. It's good though. The eucalyptus definitely levels out what otherwise would be pretty harsh woody notes, but we'll talk more about the scent in a minute before I spoil it for everybody. So that'll be the soap. $12.95 is what I paid for 4 ounces of soap, and we have the matching aftershave splash today. The razor is going to be this Gillette Super Speed from the 1940s, and this is the very same razor that was in the Backroads Gold transformation video. So if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and take a look. It's really interesting. But twist to open razor, as you can see, from the 1940s from Gillette. Blade is going to be Gillette Super Blue blades, and the brush is going to be this red and silver 26mm synthetic. And this is from Sawdust Creations. So let's do a shave.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Soul felt its worth, a thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night divine. Truly he taught us to love one another. His law, his love, and his gospel, his peace.
Okay, I am slowly wearing down this PAA pre-shave cube with this 2 days of growth I have on my face. This thing lasts a while. It's taking me forever to go through this. All right, let's work this in a little bit. Not that you need a pre-shave with Don Youngner's soaps. Not that you need a pre-shave with a lot of soaps, but we're going to use it because what can it hurt, right? Then here we have the soap. meticulously lathered in the bottom of the Langley City Shave Bowl. Let's put on the face. So there's been a pretty sharp uptick in subscribers over the last month. I want to welcome every new subscriber to the project and sincerely thank you for your support. This might be just a little thick. Let's work some water into that. Dawn soaps tend to be pretty high structure anyway, so. Okay, got the 1940 style Super Speed with a Gillette Super Blue blade in it, already loaded, as you can see. So let's do a shave. Interesting. I've never tried these blades before. First couple strokes were a little tuggy, but then it cleared right up. That was interesting. Okay, let's talk about the scent for Wet the Face Christmas time. Pine needles, fir needles, cedar bark, birch, and eucalyptus. So I think this soap is a bit animated, which is my way of saying it's not very authentic smelling. If a Christmas tree were a cartoon character, it would smell like this. Now, I very much like it that way. So, that doesn't bother me any. The pine needles and the fir needles kind of steal the show. You get just a touch of cedar, you get a lot of birch, and then the eucalyptus comes in and kind of smoothens it all out. It's really interesting. The eucalyptus gives it this kind of bite that you get when you walk outside and there's snow on the ground and it's very cold, like pretty well below freezing. It gives it this brisk and sharp kind of, I don't want to say sharp, but there's definitely a bite to it, a very interesting bite to it. Now this is quite pine heavy, because when you put pine scent into a soap, pine and birch are both very bold scent notes. So as far as scent character, it's a very bold scent. All right, you'll have to forgive the interruption. I had to step out for a moment in between passes. Well, we're back at it. Now, scent strength on this is a remarkable 4 out of 5, so you'll have no trouble smelling this one. And I think that has a lot to do with the birch and the pine notes. Those are bold notes, so they will tend to add to the sheer scent strength. Some scents will come off stronger than others, and these are some strong woody notes. Not all of the Wet the Face soaps have strong scent strength, but this is definitely an example of one that does. All right, pass number 2. Oh, let's go this way. Let's talk about Christmas for a minute. Now, philosophically, I have a very religious view of Christmas. I'm not going to bore you with that, but I am going to bore you with what Christmas means to me practically. So I grew up in a split household where my dad lived in Traverse City in northern Michigan, and my mom lived the next town over in a different county. So it was a split up household. Now, thankfully, I had two parents that were very engaging and cared very much about raising me to be responsible and take care of myself. So I'm thankful for that. But Christmas was one of the rare times when I got to see all my family cumulatively. It still wasn't all at once in one spot. But it was one of those holidays where it seemed like everybody was getting along. My dad's side of the family is upper middle class. And my mom's side of the family is lower class, poor-ish. Never had a ton of money to spare. And there was always a bit of a divide along social standing lines. It was never a point of conflict, but it was just kind of a, you do your thing and I'm going to do my thing. But nobody in my family has ever been really irresponsible. Everybody was able to pay their bills, get along, and when the holidays came around, they set aside their differences and came together as one. So what else can you ask for, right? Since I've been doing a lot of blade buffing and shaving over the same areas, I can tell you that this has fairly robust residual slickness. It's definitely a story of primary slickness. I think in some places I have worn out my residual, but it's still providing protection. So I hope everybody is doing well, having a very Merry Christmas, and hopefully you have a Happy New Year. Oh, let me see here, a little bit of touch up right there. And then I think I'm going to call that a good shave. Let's quit while I'm ahead. So let's move on to the aftershave. Okay, I used the Omega Alum Block on the face after a cold water rinse. And I got feedback on my upper lip and under my bottom lip, which is interesting. Since I did a lot of blade buffing down here, I figured that's where all the feedback would be. But no, just through here. So, interesting. Let's do the aftershave. Christmas Time by Wet the Face. Put it on. Now this, when you first apply it, it smells a lot like the soap. And then it kind of dries down into this oddly creamy and sweet sort of thing. I'm not sure what goes on with it, but it's actually quite pleasant. So this stuff is good stuff. It's got alcohol in it, but I got minimal feedback on the face from the alcohol, so great aftershave. Let's talk about the soap. Christmas Time. If I exhausted this to an empty tub, would I buy it again? Absolutely. Get this while you can. It might still be available on December 25th when this video gets released. Get your hands on it if you want a good Christmas soap. This stuff is absolutely good to go. So, Wet the Face, Christmas Time. So that'll be the shave for today on the Soap Thing Project. We're going to take a little break from the Soap Thing Project, but we will be back around second or third week of January. So I'll see everybody then. I want to thank everybody for watching. And until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.